Hey, it's Friday and I thought it'd be fun just to do something fun. So I'm going to show you how to do this. Is really pretty simple to do. I call it the Wizard of Oz effect. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie. She starts out in the movie, it's all in black and white, and then she goes through a portal or comes out into Oz and everything turns colorful. So I thought that would be fun just to kind of see how you would do that. So we have our black and white world right here. And then when I go through that door, like I'm going into Oz, let's say, everything is going to change into color and stay in color. So this is just kind of a fun thing to do. And basically what we're doing is we're applying a post-processing effect with the sequencer. So I'll be back in just a minute to show you how to do this. Okay, so we're back and we're just going to go into the third person template, and we do want starter content. I'll just leave it called My Project 2 and we'll just go ahead and... Okay, so we're back and we're ready to go. The first thing I'm going to do is go into the content level and I'm just going to search for a door. And I just want this door frame. That's all. This is just the basic concept. You can adjust this and tweak this and have a door that opens into another world and things. I just wanted to show you the basic concept. So we'll clear our search bar there. And what we're going to do is we're going to create our level sequence first. So in your level, by default, there should be a post-process volume. So we'll just search for it here. And there's just a couple things we're going to check. Search for infinite and make sure infinite extent is turned on. And the next thing we're going to search for is saturation. And there's this global one. You can also adjust it in the shadows, midtones, and highlights, but we're just going to click the global one. Double click here or open it up here, I guess. And on the RGB, we'll just drop everything down to 0. And that will desaturate. Because the movie starts off in black and white, right? So we want to set that setting initially. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create a level sequence. So we come in here, level sequence. I should go to track, sequencer, and find the post-process volume, add it here. And then if I click here, under settings, there's under, let's see, color grading global. Yeah, color grading global, we want saturation. And there's other settings you could play around in here with and do the same thing. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to trim this down. I want this effect to happen pretty quick as soon as she goes through the portal. So like within a second and a half, let's say right there. That's how long we want this to be. And we'll open this up just so we can see what's happening. And what we're going to do is we're just going to set a keyframe here. We can turn on auto keyframing on. I don't really think it makes a difference. But this point is really important. Make sure you use these controls and don't click and drag this, because we want to make sure we go to the very last frame available to us. So we'll go click to end. And you'll see here on the end, our very last frame available is the 37th frame. So on that frame, we're going to readjust these values now. I'm just going to click, and we can really oversaturate it, so we can do a 3 if we want. Really make things look over the top. I'm just clicking and entering 3. Click 3. So this should really make a really overly bright world for us. There's another setting in here that we can choose where it says playback range locked. I'd like to click that just to be on the safe side. And then I'd also like to go ahead, once we got our animation set, is to lock it and to save it, because we really want to lock down these settings here. So if I go to the beginning now and I hit play, we should be able to test what we get. Yeah, so that's what we want. Everything seems correct and saved. Then all we have to do is come up to Windows and go to Place Actors, and we're just going to search for a trigger box right here. And I guess you could place it, we should place it on the other side of the door. I was just noticing that. We should place it after they come through. It looked like the world was changing before came through the door. So we probably want it to trigger over here, like that. And that's where we want our trigger box. With that selected in the scene, make sure they're going to hit it. With that selected in the scene, we'll come into the level blueprint right here, and we'll dock this real fast. Then we can right click, add trigger event, collision, on actor, begin, overlap, compile, and save that real fast. Come back in here, and I'm pretty sure we're done with our level sequence, so we can just go ahead and close it and then drag it into the scene itself. With it selected, go back into the level blueprint, right click, and we're going to create a reference to it. Then we're going to drag off of here, and we're going to search for go to end and stop. I had issues when I was doing this before that it seemed like it was looping back or resetting to the first frame, but there is no when finished option available to keep the last state. So I just want to make sure it stops, and that's all we should have to do. Oh, one other thing, just to keep things clean, is we can search for do once, because we don't want this to keep, at least through this portal, and you can change the logic of it if you want, but I just want this to be a one-time only event. So that should do it. I think that's everything. So we could add more contrast to this world to make it look more. Can we do that right now? I'm just curious. Go into the post process here. There's got to be contrast here. I'd really like it to look more contrasty. Oh yeah, we have a global contrast setting here. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'd really like to pull that up. Okay, so let's see what this looks like. Hit play. Let me save everything. Hit play. So we're in this kind of anti-M. What happened? Toto, where's everybody? And then and then we land in Oz, and they come, man, I'm depressed. Man, and I come through here, and everything's coming up roses now. Anyway, this is just something fun I thought I'd share with you today. Take care and have a great weekend.